So we've got mindset and we've got vision. And so as we go through these, I want you to be determining, is this a step you still need to spend time on, or is this something that you're done and ready to move to the next step? The third step is to choose your freelance niche, which is obviously a favorite topic here at Freelance University. A great niche is anchored by three things. It is anchored by your passion, that you would absolutely enjoy doing this work. It's anchored by your strengths, that you bring strengths to the table in this niche. Now, of course, you may have to learn some new things. You may need to learn some new technology, take some other classes to strengthen you as a freelancer, but you bring some things to the table. And then this great niche is in demand. There's a market demand. Clients are willing to pay you for this service. So it's something that you're interested in. It's something that would be aligned with your strengths and maybe some of your emerging skills that you're developing. And it's in demand. That really is at the heart of a great niche, which we've been teaching on for many, many years. And so an example here let's use me as an example, as an online course designer. I love all aspects of course design, from the curriculum development to live teaching, as I'm doing today. I love it. I'm passionate about it. It's a strength of mine only because I've cultivated it over a period of 16 years and designing hundreds of online courses. There's demand because the online education market continues to grow, and it's actually going to grow 8% between 2025 and 2029. So that's an example of doing work that you love that complements your emerging skills in an area that's in demand. That is a profitable niche. And so that is your goal. If you don't have this step checked off yet, you want to find a profitable niche. And this, again, is how we define it. Okay, we define it based on 6 things. It's a specialized freelance service. Could be something like podcast production, course design, online business management. The list goes on and on. Writing. A specialized freelance service that fills an important need for a client that they may have difficulty doing themselves. They don't have time, they don't have the knowledge or technical expertise. And so that's another, sort of element of a profitable niche. The third key ingredient is it can be offered as a monthly package / service that a client will pay you for on a long-term basis. And so that's really important. It's not like you're designing a logo for somebody. They pay you $250 for that logo and you never hear from them again. That wouldn't be an area that I'd call a profitable niche. It's more like, hey, we need you to create all of our social media graphics for Instagram, and we need about 30 of them a month, and we're willing to pay you on a month in, month out basis for that service. That's a profitable niche. It enables you to charge what you're worth. You can cultivate skills in it that allow you to become really good at it and allow you to charge what you're worth. It's not in an area where you'd be making pennies. Okay, it's specialized, it's in demand. And then number 5, it aligns with your interests and strengths, as I already shared, and then it targets a specific audience. It's always helpful when you have a specific person that you're speaking to and you're seeking to solve their problems. And so those are the elements of a profitable niche. And so as an example, you think of somebody that's a brand designer for real estate agents. So they create logos, business cards, brochures, brand identity. They kind of design the brand identity for real estate agents. Well, if we break it down, it's not really a specialty service because it's pretty broad. It does solve a clear need that real estate agents would have because they go to networking meetings. They're constantly handing out cards. It doesn't lead to month in, month out income. It might be a one-off project, and then maybe they'll work with you in the future. It could tap into your interests and strengths. You may not be able to charge what you're worth because it is quite a saturated market, and there's lots of people, even internationally, doing logo design and brochure design. And it's a good niche audience for you to target. So this is sort of a good litmus test to determine whether you are choosing a profitable niche. And so I would say no for this one, just because it's not as specialized and in demand as other niches, in my humble opinion. Let's take another example, Kajabi design and maintenance for course creators. Kajabi is a course platform. It's a specialty service. It meets a clear need because Kajabi is confusing. I've used it a lot and it has lots of complexities. It allows you to offer those services on a monthly basis, like provide monthly maintenance, setting up landing pages, creating funnels, things like that. It could tap into your interests and strengths. You definitely could charge what you're worth because it's specialized. And this one taps into a specific audience. So that would be an example of what we call a profitable niche. All right, we'll give that one a yellow star. So the exercise for number 3 is to assess your current interests and strengths. This is something maybe you've already done or you're planning on doing. Research the market opportunities in this niche. You may look on Upwork to see what kind of jobs are coming up, or you research the industry to see where the growth is, or you look at different job boards to see what sort of jobs are coming up in your area. And then take the Discover Your Niche course if you haven't already. That would be the recommended course to go along with this particular step.